Welcome back everyone to another Bitcoin update. So we've been in this same structure that we have been talking about in a larger 1, 2, 3, 4, and a possible another high for a 5-wave move up, which could create a larger first wave, in which we could get a second wave pullback. We have seen a higher high, so technically it is valid for all of a 5-wave move up. However, it would be very nice to see if we could go a little bit higher to at least the 74 to 77,000 range for this 5th wave, just so it can be a little bit nicer, in which we could get that 3-wave pullback. Obviously, the higher that this wave 5 goes, the higher that this support zone will go as well. Keep in mind that this white scenario is very speculation. I mean, a 1-2 setup and then that large 3rd wave up. It's very speculative at the moment. Our other scenario we have is this orange 4th wave, whereas this is just a corrective bounce and we can get another low to the downside. Our first indication we would be heading to this support zone would be a break below our swing low here at 70,400. Otherwise, this could be all of a 3rd wave and we could just extend a micro 4th wave, and then we could try again for a 5th wave before heading lower. That's always possible as well. And if we were to start, it would be ideal to go a little bit higher, but if we do start breaking down, let's say we break below this support zone, doesn't automatically mean we are now in this orange 4th wave. It's just likely we're just going to be going back to ranging as well. There's multiple areas like from here and a larger support zone at 60,000 to 65,000 where we could always just come back down and then restart a structure back up. It wouldn't really verify anything until we have a true 5-wave move down and a 3-wave move up and a break below support and just weakness in the market. But it's way too early to tell whether we would be in that or not. So if we head over to the RSI, we have now started to see a bearish divergence on the 4-hour that is slightly playing out. Like I said, it would look best if we go a little bit higher, and if we do go a little bit higher too, that also probably would form another divergence on this 4-hour chart where it'd probably get to these highs up here. Probably wouldn't break above it if we do get that 74 to 76,000 range, but it would bring it very close to it, which would be very nice to see. And it could, if we do go to that 76, 77, it could even break above these highs. But like we always say, when you get so overbought on the 4-hour RSI, or you hit overbought on the 4-hour RSI, especially in these sideways corrective moves, since we have been technically, I guess you could call it a bear market, it's not surprising to see some sort of correction happen afterwards as well, like we've seen multiple times, and we saw back here and again back here. Now, whether it's just a short sell-off like it was back here, or it's going to be a larger one, that's just something that we do have to look out for. On the 1-hour, we also have been forming slight divergences as well. This one makes sense if we go a little bit higher, then we could possibly form another divergence here as well. So that would also make sense. And heading over to the liquidity, we obviously have many more longs than shorts, but momentum right now is up, and it makes sense if we do just get another high to at least 74,000. That would look very well, getting rid of that short squeeze in liquidity, in which we could open up the door for momentum to slow down and possibly have some sort of downward correction. It doesn't have to be a steep one like it has been. It could just be smaller ones like we saw recently, but it would definitely be a nice position for short, which is exactly what I posted on the Twitter, where our next trade could possibly be. Now, keep in mind, we do have larger shorts that build up all the way to 80,000. So who says we can't just go straight there? Obviously, it's very unlikely, but you just never know. We have this zone here at 74,000, and then we have a smaller zone at 75, or not a smaller, but just larger clusters here at 75 to 77,000. So that's why it also remains a possible target. But this main target right here definitely does seem like a possibility that could happen as well. And on the heat map, also same story. We just have liquidity building below us, and then also that liquidity that's building above us. main areas at 74,000 area, and then these larger or smaller clusters here at 74 to 75, 76,000 range. So that would be very nice to see if we do get hit on that. Now I want to take a quick look at open interest. Open interest is still going up, so that is a good sign that we could continue higher shorter term. And once we do see price going higher and maybe open interest falling a little bit, that could be another indicator that we could be having some short-term correction, unless we just go straight back to the range. Same thing for the funding rate. It makes sense to go a little bit higher just because right now market is very bearish. Seems like a lot of people are shorting this, so that could be a sign we do get another short squeeze and go a little bit higher, in which we could get funding to turn green before we get some sort of correction afterwards. So short term, it would look best if we do head a little bit higher to at least 74,000. 75 to 77,000 range is very a scenario that could happen. It's a little bit more unlikely past 76,000, but I mean it remains valid, and it wouldn't really invalidate anything. Let's say if we were to go to 77,000, right, no, that's 77,300, that would put our support around 71,000. So even a short around 74,000, I mean that would still be a decent, let's see, 74,000, that still would be a decent, if we were to hit support zone, that's still a decent 4% move to the downside. Obviously support zone is not a magnet, it doesn't need to happen, it's just more of it's a support zone. So if we do fall, then these are some target areas in which we could look for. I mean, like we said before, I mean, what if we just go straight up to 80,000 because we've just been oversold on the weekly and MACD is about to cross, and then we have a fall off? I mean, that's unlikely, probably won't happen. And just with the indicators that we're seeing right now, it with RSI too, I mean, it more than likely will not happen that way. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if we just fall straight from here in a support, but that is kind of what we're looking for. So short term, I would like to see another high, go a little bit higher, and definitely see a three-wave corrective move down. Otherwise, if we do break below this swing low here at 70,000, it's either we're just in an extended fourth wave in which we could go higher again and then form a larger three-wave move down, or this could have been technically a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-wave move up, and now we're heading lower. So yeah, that's pretty much everything for this video. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time.